Alright, everyone, fans, welcome to today's game between the Eagan Wildcats and our guests this afternoon, the Minneapolis Southwest Lakers. We appreciate your attendance at today's game and hope that you enjoy it. Eagan High School strongly promotes the concept of good sportsmanship by players, coaches, and fans in all athletic events. Players and coaches are to compete in a fair manner, treating their opponents and officials with dignity and respect. Fans, you are encouraged to enthusiastically support your team and players while demonstrating respect for the efforts of the opponents and the game officials. Spectators failing to follow these guidelines will forfeit their right to attend this contest. As always, we thank you for your cooperation. Let's demonstrate good sportsmanship here today throughout this high school soccer season and throughout this school year. Independent School District 196 supports the growing national movement toward a tobacco-free environment. Use of tobacco in district buildings, on district grounds, or at district events is prohibited. Again, we thank you for your cooperation. Concession stand is open at the southwest corner of the stadium. Variety of food, snacks, and beverages are on sale. Here at Eagan High School, the athletic training services are provided by Twin Cities Orthopedics. Our Eagan High School athletic trainer is Diana Bachman. Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Eagan High School, the Eagan Wildcats girls soccer team. In the game completed a short time ago here at Wildcat Stadium, non-conference boys varsity soccer final score, the Owatonna Huskies 6, the Eagan Wildcats 3. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Independent School District 196, we welcome you to Eagan High School, to Wildcat Stadium. Today's non-conference girls varsity soccer game between the visiting Lakers from Minneapolis Southwest High School, members of the Minneapolis City Conference, and your
Eagan High School for the matchup between the Eagan Girls High School team against Minneapolis Southwest non-conference match. Joining me today is Skip Newton. Skip, how do you feel about this game today?
I feel really good about the Eagan Wildcats today. I think they're going to come out fired up. I saw them on the pregame work and walking onto the stadium. They looked focused. They looked pretty intense. And, of course, it's senior night, so we're celebrating all of the seniors on the team. We know they're going to come out and play their best, and I think it's going to be a big win for the Wildcats.
All right. Hey, doing the announcements will be Dave. Dave will announce the players as they come onto the field.
Starting off with Minneapolis Southwest, starters only on the field, the bench staying over on the bench.
Number 3, Grace Parker. Defense junior number 4, Grace Korsbon. Defense sophomore number 5, Ella Wise. Defense junior number 8, Olivia Smith. Defense junior number 12, Lilia Smythe. Attacker senior number 15, Emily Rector. Midfield junior number 18, Saheli Patel. And defense freshman number 22, Tori Westgate. The co-head coaches of the Southwest Lakers are Sean Baker and Patrick Strauss. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our visitors to Wildcat Stadium this afternoon. They are the Minneapolis Southwest Lakers. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats, starting with the goalkeeper. She is senior number 1, Erica Collins. Defense junior number 3, Emma Jager. Forward, junior number 6, Morgan Eckerly. Defense, junior number 7, Corina Hansen. Forward, senior number 8, Captain Julia Barger. Forward, junior number 10, Captain Emily Cronkite. Defense, senior number 11, Erin Redekop. Midfield, senior number 12, Captain Taylor Greben. Defense, senior number 14, Sydney Coleman. Midfield, junior number 15, Katie Connolly. In midfield, junior number 21, Lara Newton. The Wildcats assistant coaches are Allison Campanen, Janista Clark, and Lindsay Dare. The head coach of the Eagan Wildcats is Sherry Lenz. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eagan Wildcats.
All right, there we go. Hey, Skip,
The
this
Southwest
Minneapolis Southwest Lakers team, they're not an easy match, are they?
No, they're not. They are 1-1 in their conference play, 5-3 overall, and they are rated number 28 according to the latest rankings, whereas our Eagan Wildcats, 2-1 in conference play, 6-2 overall, and ranked 17th. They've been as high as 4th until their back-to-back 1-0 losses last week.
But those losses, though, Skip, we've watched that game, and I really don't feel that we played that bad.
No, we didn't. We just couldn't finish our goal-scoring opportunities. We had a lot of chances down in the attacking third and really couldn't get good shots on goal, or when we did, we didn't finish. We were able to rectify a little bit of that in the last 2 games where we scored a goal in each game, featured on Tuesday by the birthday girl, Ariel Lindgren, scoring on her golden birthday. I think at the same time, today, we can probably expect maybe one of these seniors to put one in. My money's going to be on Julia Barger. She hasn't scored in a couple weeks. I think she's due. I think she's going to be fired up, and she's going to put one in the net for us.
Absolutely. Those are good insights. So now, so Coach Sherry is sitting there back, and she's seen some problems going on with scoring goals. Let's hopefully those seniors pick that up.
Right, and she has adjusted her formation to account for that. She felt that they weren't controlling the middle of the field enough, and the opponents were playing a sweeper-stopper formation, so one girl farther back, one girl up, and they were having a tough time getting around that sweeper, and so she switched to a diamond middle, which has some really positive impacts on the team, one of which is it puts Emily Cronkite in the middle up front where she can fire off that cannon shot that she's got, and we all know what happened in the last game where she put one in from about 30 yards out.
Absolutely. Hey, the game started now. Eagan with the tip-off, controlled by Southwest, coming away with it. Southwestern moving the ball up. Nice little job of passing there.
I like the check back there by Morgan, not afraid to come back and pressure from behind. That makes a big difference. You don't want to give the girl with the ball time to look around, survey the field, and make easy plays.
Sure. There's Jagger with the throw-in. Coming away with it, it's Parker. Parker gets it back. Controlling it is Smith. Smith over the Parker. Nice job of passing here by Southwest. They're controlling the ball right now. Conley steps up, picks it off for Eagan. Gets to Newton. Newton with a nice pass up to Barger, the senior that we talked about earlier. Sitting out front. Conley gets over to Newton. Loses it. And Southwest controlling it back. A little pressure put on there, and Eckerly controlling it. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be an Eagan throw-in.
Both teams really seem focused on the short passes right now to try and control play. That's a little bit different than what we've seen in the past with a lot of long balls.
Oh, here's down in the corner. There's Eckerly trying to make that cross pass. Picked off. Coming away with it is Smythe. Smythe makes a pass over to Lane from Southwest. She moves the ball up to Layton. Layton back to Smith. Southwest doing a good job of passing it back and forth. This isn't like the Eagan team. Eagan team usually controls the ball at this point, Skip.
Yeah, they are definitely focused on the short game and possession, and so far it's working for them. They are keeping the ball off of the Eagan foot. They're not exactly advancing it, but we'll see if this proves to be successful in their attack.
All right, there's Smythe with the ball right now for Southwest. Moving the ball over. They're coming up to the half field mark. Oh, they come down, and Redikoff sends it back up. Jagger moves the ball up, and it's going out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in over for Southwest, and there's Rector taking that throw-in. There's a toss-in. The ball comes back to Cronkite. Emily getting up to Barger. Oh, a nice job of stepping up by the Southwest defender. A call on Cronkite, and going to take that kick is going to be laying for Southwest. The first free kick.
Yeah, pretty easy call there for the ref. She got her knee in there and didn't make contact with the ball, and that was knocked her off the ball just enough where she had to make that call. They had to make the call. Nice play.
Sure. Here comes Wise taking that free kick for Southwest. Wise boots it up. It gets past her. Coleman's there with the header. Controls it. Knocks it to the side. That's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Southwest. And there's Corbson taking that throw-in. Southwest controlling most of the action so far, Skip.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Eagan adjusts to this. Can they get a little more aggressive pressuring the ball so they don't have quite so much time to find that open girl?
And the night before at Farmington, we played on that fast turf, and now we got the grass, so they have to adjust.
Yeah, absolutely, and that definitely plays a factor when the game is slowed down. We got some rain here early this morning, so that'll slow the game down as well.
And speaking of, here comes Grebin now. Grebin had a chance up the side, picked off by Westgate. Westgate now moving the ball up. It goes on to Smith. Smith back to Westgate. Westgate back to Smith. A lot of short passes here. Conley steps up. Parker controlling it for Southwest. Moves her aside. A girl slipped and fell, and we're going to get the free kick from about the mid-size.
Yep, indirect free kick for Eagan as a result of the dangerous play. She was playing the ball on the ground while there was another Eagan player there trying to make a play.
Here comes Coleman. Let's see what she does with it. She pops it up. It's kind of hanging there. Oh, and Southwest knocked it back, but then Conley was there to knock it back down. Right at the sidelines, controlled by Lane. Lane moving the ball up to Smith.
Oh, that was a really nice pass there to a streaking midfielder for Southwest.
Yep, there comes Parker up there. Parker with a long pass over to Rector. And Hansen filling in for the injured. Miller makes a play and knocks it out of bounds.
Yep, great step-up defense there by Karina Hansen. As you said, filling in for Olivia Miller, who's been out all week. Hope to get her back next week.
And controlling the ball now. It's just in the middle there. There's Land. Shoots it out front. Hansen's there to knock it aside. Jagger knocks it down. Oh, there's a battle between Conley and one of the Southwest players. to Walker, and they're going to give a free kick to Southwest.
Yeah, she plowed into her pretty good there. Kind of another easy call. I like how Eagan quickly set up that wall so they can defend this. Morgan, you'll notice, standing behind the person to kick it, lining them up so that they can take away one side of the net with the wall, and then the goalie can play the other side.
With 34 minutes left in this first half, Smythe taking that free kick. The ref moves him back. Erica Collins. It's Patel taking the free kick. Patel makes a shot, and it goes over the net. Well, we got away with one there, Skip.
Yeah, it was a good shot, at least off the foot. It looked like that might have a chance, but then it just hung up enough to get over the crossbar.
And real quick, like Collins moves the ball over to Redikoff. Redikoff up the sidelines. Goes up to Grebbins. Grebbin with the play. Southwest controls. There's Smith. Coleman's there to pick it off. Baldwin now. Baldwin making a long pass. Jagger steps up. Rector comes away with it. Rector up the side. And Connolly's there to knock it up front. There's Cronkite. Cronkite just trying to clear the zone. And Smith controls. But there's Barger. Barger picks it. Here comes Julia. She's got Eckerly on the side. Morgan tries to go around her. And Westgate's there to pick it off.
I like the effort there by Morgan Eckerly, trying to get it out into free space so she can use her speed, but it was well defended.
And there's Connolly. Doesn't slow down a bit. Gives a little body shove there. Comes away with it. Southwest controlling the ball now. Parker with a nice mover on Cronkite, but Redikoff steps up. Redikoff with a nice pass up to Morgan, and Eckerly, it just goes off her feet out of bounds. There's Grebbin. Grebbin gives up to Eckerly. She's got Barger. She makes a pass. Here comes Barger up the side. Barger around one play, around two, gets it out front, and Newton with the shot, and it just goes over. Laura Newton with an awesome chance.
Nice little passing setup there as the ball was played behind the defender perfectly into Julia Barger, who then kind of worked her way around the defender, got into the middle, didn't have a shot because she was being well defended. Newton moved up into the play, nice pass over, just couldn't finish.
Very unselfish play by Barger there to give it up to Newton, just missed. And now the tide's turning a little bit here. I think we had to get going on this grass, Skip. We're coming back now, I think.
Yeah, we're definitely starting out a step slower, but it feels like we're starting to pick things up here as the game's getting in.
Here comes Eckerly. Eckerly makes a pass up to Barger, and jumping on it is Wiley from Southwest.
So speaking of Laura Newton, she's got some family in the North Carolina area that are watching. So a call out to the Jaragowskis down there. Hope you're enjoying the game and probably what's some nicer weather than here, as it's humid here but not sunny, as you can tell.
If they're in North Carolina, Skip, that's Ric Flair country, as our wrestling fans online love to hear about that. That's Flair country. So with the throw-in now, there's Southwest. There's Smith controlling it. Smith getting it back to Parker. With it now, Grace Parker now. Oh, Parker goes through two Eagan players. Parker with the pass over to Land. Land tries to get it back and picked off by Katie Conley. Nice job there. Cronkite gets a pass up to Grebbin. Grebbin over to Morgan Eckerly. Picked off again by Smith. That's going to go out of bounds. No, that's kept in on this slow grass with the rain like Skip mentioned. There's Baldwin now. Baldwin sending it wide over to Corbin. Corbin up the side. Stops. Southwest really controlling the action here. Corbin with a nice job. A little sweet feet there. Maybe she's been the Eagan Wave sweet feet there, Skip.
Yeah, that would be great if she's coming down and going to camps way down in Eagan when she's up in Minneapolis.
You never know. All right, and it's going to be a throw-in for for Southwest with 30 minutes left in this first half. There's Corbson with the throw-in. Goes out of bounds, and that's going to be an Eagan toss. Here comes Jagger. Two substitutions coming in. Rosser coming in. And Ariel Lindgren coming in, who scored that big goal the other night, Skip.
Yeah, that was a great play the other night. Hopefully she's got one or two more in her today. I think she really stepped up in that game. We need her to again. We need some more energy out there right now.
Not to put any pressure on Ariel Lindgren, but every game that's been televised by ETV, she's come through with a goal.
Maybe she's a primetime player in that regards, right? She knows when the big games are on, and she steps up.
There you go. All right, ball goes out of bounds. Taking the throw-in is going to be Corson. Over to Parker. Parker making that long pass over to Smith. Smith steps up, and Redikoff's there to knock it away. Here comes Redikoff again. Redikoff's got some room to move. Up the side, Ariel Lindgren, who we just talked about. Oh, Lindgren gets an elbow in the chops. No call. And there's Southwest controlling it now. There's Smith again. Smith making the pass. Picked off by Cronkite. Slow action going on here this first half. And coming down with it. Southwest make that long pass. But Redikoff is there. Redikoff tries to clear the zone. And it goes out of bounds.
Potentially dangerous situation there, but Aaron handled it very calm and collectively, took her time, made the clear just before the attacker got there.
And they all kind of laid back. They thought it was going to be a little bit quicker than it did. With this wet grass, it slowed it way down. Here comes Redikoff now. Aaron with the toss. Oh, a nice toss over to Lindgren. Picked off by Baldwin. It goes out of bounds. There's the toss in by Smith. Ends up on Cronkite's foot. Gives it back to Roser. Still coming down the zone. There's Jagger, steps up. It gets around her. And now Southwest controlling it again. There's Baldwin now. Baldwin making a long pass. Coming out to pick it up is Collins. Nice to see her being aggressive like that, Skip.
Yeah, that was a big play. If she doesn't come out and make that play, then they have an absolutely wonderful scoring opportunity. It was a great pass down to the corner into open space, but she played it beautifully.
Now, if that would have been the other night in Farmington with that quick turf, that would have easily gone out of bounds. But here today, a good play.
Well, an Eagan player goes down there, but the Eagan player's called for a foul. Didn't quite see what that call was, but we're lining up to defend that one.
All right. LOI is taking the free kick for Southwest.
Boy, I just looked at that replay, and I honestly am not sure what they saw there. It sure looked like we were on the receiving end of the push and not the givers.
Well, we didn't fall down, Skip. A lot of times the referees don't see what really happened. They see the aftermath. And if they see a girl down, they kind of think twice about it. But here's a play right here where we get a free kick.
Potential makeup call there. I like
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah, we'll take that. A little home cooking. Here comes Coleman now, taking the free kick. Coleman makes a pass over to Jagger. There's Emma. Emma, who had a strong game the other night against Farmington. Oh, a nice job of blocking out there by Barger. Julia racing up the side. She's got one player to beat. Oh, comes on the inside. Nice job. The ball's just laying there. Comes back to Jagger. Jagger flips it up front. There's Cronkite. Cronkite with a shot. Oh, and a huge save by Wiley. Great chance.
What a cross by Jagger, and Emily picking that ball out of the air with her foot like she was playing hockey, and it was a puck up in the air, and she's picking out with a hockey stick. That was amazing. Man, she made that look easy.
Absolutely. And we'll credit that to the sweet feet that she takes with the Eagan Wave every fall.
And we'll ignore the fact that she doesn't play for the Wave.
That's right. All right, there's a throw-in. And coming away with it is Baldwin. Baldwin out for Southwest. Clearing it wide over to Corpson. 25 minutes left in this first half. It goes out of bounds. It'll be an Eagan throw-in. There's Emma Jagger. Jagger taking another look. The long throw-in. Oh, looks like her hands. No call. Controlling is Parker now. Parker. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. She's going wide now. Makes that pass over to Smith. Picked off by Cronkite. Cronkite around one player. Oh, what? Skip, it looked like she was just dribbling the ball. The girl fell down, and now they're going to have a free kick over to Southwest on that one.
Well, Tony, like you said earlier, when someone falls down, there has to be a call, and I think that's what happened there. It looked absolutely like Emily had control of the ball. She's dribbling. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I make that call. I think that would have been a better non-call in my opinion. But
we're up here.
Tough break for the Wildcats.
Sure.
It's possible. Not saying for sure, but it's possible we might be a little biased.
There we go. There we go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Mark Barger there being the ball boy. Nice job there, Mark. Throws it up to Olivia Smith. Why don't you give our players a chance to get back? Smith is throwing for Southwest. Conley back to Coleman. Coleman flips it up. Controlling his land. Southwest now turns. Oh, the side. The pop in. There's another whistle. It's offsides. Ooh, I think we got away with one there.
Barger really stepping up his ball boy duties. Behind the net, couple games ago. Now he's up on the side. He's really the utility guy of ball boys for this club.
You better watch it. He may end up being a full-time gig. And right now there's Smith for Southwest. Smith turns.
Great pressure by Ariel. She will not let her turn.
And there's a call, and they're going to call her on Lindgren on that one.
Apparently a little too much pressure.
Yeah. From our standpoint, it was a very nice job by Ariel Lindgren. And taking the kick is going to be Emma Land. That's Wise at the kick. And Redikoff knocks it off her side. Goes out of bounds. And Johnny on the spot. There's Mark Barger. Eckerly coming back into the game. 22 minutes left in this first scoreless tie, 0-0. Good crowd tonight, Skip, for senior celebration.
Absolutely. The Eagan Wildcat faithful are always here. They're always cheering on the team. We haven't heard a Cronkite cheer yet, which is a little rare, but I'm sure Steve is out there somewhere ready to let his voice be heard.
Rumor has it was he missed the earlier Bark meeting due to a golf outing, and we have to figure out what his priorities really are here.
Yeah, that's a little skeptical and a little questionable on his call, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. We all love Steve and his enthusiasm for sure.
Absolutely. All right, more substitutions by Southwest. Taking the throw is going to be Ruby Bolton now. Bolton, the junior, gets it back to Parker. Parker's pass gets picked off by Taylor, grabbing the senior. Southwest still doing a nice job. A little give and go there. Coleman's there to pick it off. Coleman up the side. Kept in by Ariel Lindgren. And knocked out of bounds by Baldwin from Southwest.
Another solid defensive play by Sydney Coleman there, as usual.
Yeah, she really had to step up since Olivia Miller, through that concussion she had.
Yeah, her and Karina Hansen have both stepped up, and in the 2 games that have been played without Olivia, we've only given up 1 goal, and that was in the last minute of our game Tuesday night.
Boy, Sherry sees that, and what does Coach Sherry think about that? Maybe she should be moving her up. You never know.
I think it would give her more confidence when Olivia does come back to tell her to play up more aggressively. She can even move up into that holding midder if they want. We all know what a cannon of a shot Olivia has. She takes a lot of the corners, takes a lot of the free kicks, and yeah, getting her closer to the goal is never a bad thing.
Sure. Let's get her healthy first, and then a good problem that Sherry has. And there's a whistle on the play. It was a throw in by Emma Jagger. Another substitution. Coming in the game, it's Megan Carlson, number 2. Megan, the sophomore. There's a throw in by Emma Jagger to Lindgren. And Southwest controls. Nice job of passing there. There's Parker now. Parker's seeing a lot of the ball. Corpson with the ball. Picked off by Cronkite. Cronkite now coming up the side. Cronkite's got 2 defenders on her. Oh, nobody there to help. And stepping up is Westgate. She just knocks it out of bounds. Goes off Emma Jagger's foot, and it's going to be a throw-in for Southwest.
Yeah, that was a potential nice break there by Emily, but she had, like you said, no one to help her. It would have been nice if someone would have come up and filled a lane so she could have dished that off and then taken a run towards goal.
Sure. There's Hansen now. Hansen gets it back to Coleman. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Coleman knocks out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in there for Southwest. with 19 minutes left in this first half.
Oh, they called a penalty. We'll take it. Maybe a push on the back on Karina, perhaps. I don't know what else they would have called there, but nice break for Eagan.
Sure. Karina Hansen takes a free kick. Karina's grandma from Owatonna make the long trip up to see the game today. Thanks for making that trip. And there's going to be a penalty on the Wildcats. We missed that one.
I believe that's the 6th foul called on Eagan already, and that's in about 20 minutes. So need to adjust. You know, he's calling it pretty tight, so hopefully the players realize that, and they still need to stay aggressive, but just, you know, make sure you keep the arms down and not quite so aggressively pushing, and then you won't get called.
Sure. And there's Baldwin. Baldwin getting it back to Bolton. Bolton goes out of bounds. Lindgren now takes the ball. Lindgren throws it up quick to Eckerly. Eckerly back to Carlson. Carlson with a little flip pass. Oh, they're going to call offside on Lindgren. I'm not sure about that one, Skip. It looked awfully close.
Yeah, it was. It was a great play. The pass back to Carlson. We had 3 girls breaking into the attacking third, and the timing was just a little bit off, and that really had a potential for a scoring opportunity.
Coming with the free kick, Simi Southwest. It's going to be Ella Wise now. 18 minutes left in this first half. There's Wise. A big kick going down. Coleman using her shoulder. Knocks it up to Roser. Falling down. You got to like that. Smith falls down. And then Ashley just kind of sat there, and somehow she get called on that one. I'm not sure about that call there, Skip.
I'm not even sure I can come up with what to say after I saw that. That was an interesting play. You could argue a dangerous play by the defender for literally laying on the ball.
Yeah, Smith just laid on the ball, and what is Ashley supposed to do? But there's Wiley with a big kick going all the way down. And there is Collins with the big save.
Boy, that Ella has such a big kick. I can see why the coach makes a wise decision to let her take those.
Sure. All right, Erica made the save, knocks it up, goes out of bounds. On the side now, Karina Hansen. Hansen chips it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Southwest with 17 minutes left in this first half. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a substitution. Barger's coming back in, and so is Laura Newton. 17 minutes left. There's Emma Jagger with a big throw-in. And knocked out of bounds is Smith. It's going to be another throw-in for Emma Jagger. Jagger, another big throw-in. Trying to get up to Lindgren. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be another Eagan throw-in. Lindgren real quick, like it's the Barger now. Barger coming up around one play. There's Barger now, takes a shot. Oh, and knocking away is Wiley, but it stays out front. The ball's just laying there. Southwest tries to clear it. Rozier now gives it back to Coleman. Coleman pops it up. We've got 3 players down there. The ball's laying there. Smith. There's an offside call on that one.
So I think what happened there, because the ball had been played back to the midfield and we quickly shot it down, is one of our players was just coming back and did one of those. When the ball was kicked, she was still offside, but by the time the ball got down there, she was onside. So it looked like it was a good play, but the ref was right on the spot on the AR here on the side and made a good call.
All right, we'll get to the linesman. Nice call, is what we'll say. There's Coleman. Coleman the pass. Roser to Carlson. Carlson's pass to Lindgren gets picked off. Wiley's pass gets picked off by Ariel Lindgren. Lindgren, who had the goal the other night. Ariel around one player. Oh, and she gets knocked down, no call. Baldwin's there to intercept. Smith now gives the ball over to Parker. Parker controlling it, tries to make that pass. It goes out of bounds, and there's Mark Barker again. Nice job there, ball boy.
Yeah, the dads on this side are doing a great job.
All right. Oh, a nice one-touch passer by Eckerly, just missed. Oh, and we've got Redikoff down there, too. He's doing a good job getting that ball going. Aaron gets the ball from her dad. Gives it up to Barger. Little banging going back and forth there. Southwest controls. We got 2 Eagan players on there. Ashley, and she's going to get called on the push.
One thing I have noticed as play has continued, the pressure on the ball by Eagan is starting to pick up. You're seeing a lot fewer open, easy passes by Southwest because Eagan is starting to pressure the ball and to close down those passing lanes. So nice adjustment thus far.
Sure. Coach Sherry saw that and probably made the adjustments to the players and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, that's a big part of the game. You never know what your opponent's going to do, and you have to adjust on the fly. Same thing is to adjusting to the referees as they're making calls.
And there's Southwest makes that pass in. And Erica Collins there to scoop it up with 13 minutes left in this first half. Erica with the kick. And it goes out of bounds. Oh, it's going to be a throw-in for Eagan. Here's Emma. Emma Jagger with the big throw-in. Knocked out of bounds by Wise. Jagger with another throw-in. The hard throw-in to Barger. Barger flips it up, trying to get over to Carlson. And Bolden's there to knock it aside. Gives it to Smith. Smith tries to clear it, and it gets past our first line. Coming away is Baldwin now. Baldwin controlling, going around Roser. Over to the side to Leyen. She knocks it up front, and Coleman's there to pick it off. Coleman takes the shot. It goes off. Patel, it's going to be an Eagan throw-in with 13 minutes left. Redikoff with the throw-in to Ariel Lindgren. Controlling it is Smith. Smith gets it over to Bolden. Bolden's pass up the middle gets picked off by Newton. There's Laura Newton. Of course, the MVP from the Ultimate Frisbee team from 2019 gives it back to Hansen. Hansen moves the ball up.
That was a great step in by Morgan. Only one defender to beat, and unfortunately couldn't quite keep control. Otherwise, she'd have had a nice breakaway.
12 minutes left. There's the toss in by Jagger. It goes off of Barger, and it's going to be a throw-in for Southwest.
Lakers. To the field number 17, Stella Eberich. Back in the lay, Smith number 8. And onto the field is Van Walker, number 11 for Southwest.
Shots on goal, pretty even. I believe they're about 2 apiece.
Yeah, not many for Southwest. The only one I can remember, and I may have forgotten to write one down, was the free kick, the great scoring chance they had. Otherwise, it's been our goalie just coming out to play loose balls. Nice move there by Megan Carlson.
Carlson takes a shot, gets it in the middle. Weiser and Newton flips it up to the nice one-touch pass over to Ariel Lindgren. Just got past her.
I like the idea there by Lara. She had a nice try to just one time it in out of the air to see if she could catch one of those forwards before it got to the goalkeeper.
Just miss. And Roland Wiley with the free kick, or the kick from the goalie. Oh, Newton gets taken down from behind. Vanderwalker, a little shove in the back. Laura's pretty tough. I think she'll be okay there, Skip.
Yeah, and Rosser was caught in the middle and got sandwiched between the 2 players, so it's almost like she took the brunt of 2 players hitting her in the back.
And they're going to give the little battle here up front. And Redikoff controls, knocks out of bounds. Throwing for Bolden. Bolden down for Southwest. Gives up to Thiebert. Thiebert now loses the ball, but with it is Redikoff for Eagan. Gives up to Lindgren. Oh, Lindgren, a nice back pass to Carlson. Carlson flips it up to Eckerly now. Eckerly trying to get it back to Newton, but Katie Connolly's there to pick it off. There's Jagger up the side. Just goes out of bounds. Throw-in's going to be for Southwest, and here's Olivia Smith. The quick throw-in. Newton there to step up. There's Smith again. Smith playing it back to her deep partner, Westgate. Ball sitting in the middle now. Southwest moving the ball up. And back there is Krina Hansen. Hansen back to Collins. Collins with the big boot. And that's going to go out of bounds. 9 minutes left in this first half, Skip. Still a 0-0 tie.
Would like to see a couple more scoring chances here for Eagan before the half and maybe even punch one in. It'd be nice to score late to gain all that momentum going into halftime.
And the kickoff for the second half is going to be Southwest, so they'll have the opening kickoff. There's Bolt now, loses it to Redikoff. Redikoff trying to get to Lindgren. Corbson controlling it. Oh, nice little move there. Around one player, around two players. Still controlling it. Moves it back to Westgate. Westgate going wide now. There's Smythe moving the ball up. And Karina Hansen's there. Karina Hansen coming away with it now. Southwest out front. Oh, it's a handball. Look like he hit the hand, but it's offsides. The ref called offsides. Luckily there, Skip.
Yeah, we got away with that one. We got caught numbers down back there as all of a sudden when they stole the ball from Karina on the wing, it was a 3-on-2, but one of the other two were offsides, and fortunately the goal is nullified.
Wow, that was pretty close back there. And there's Collins. Gives up to Redikoff to Coleman. Coleman just a little bit too far for Carlson. Goes out of bounds. Taking the throw-in. It's going to be Bolton. Bolt for Southwest. Makes that throw-in. Siebert now. Kicks the ball up. Coleman controls. Coleman boxing her out. Gives it back to Hansen. Hansen with a big kick. It gets over Cronkite. Coming with us now is Eckerly. Here comes Eckerly now. She's got Barger on the side. One touch too many. But there's Lindgren. Lindgren flips up in the middle. Carlson gives it up to Barger. Barger turns. A nice pass to Eckerly. Oh, and Westgate is there to just knock it out of bounds. A nice give and go there by Eagan.
Yeah, I really like the passing there. As all of a sudden we were able to get into the defending third for Southwest really quickly. Almost got a breakaway there in the box.
7 minutes left in this first half. More substitutions coming in. Taylor Graben coming back into the game. Taking that throw is Aaron Redikoff. And taking over is going to be Skip Newton. Skip, I'm going to leave it here for you going forward. Thanks,
all
Skip.
Right. No problem, Tony. Enjoy that senior night and presentation for your daughter, Sydney. Sydney having another solid defensive play. One thing I really love about her play is she's so calm and collective, never seems to get panicked, never seems to worry too much. She just makes nice play after nice play. And there's Sarah just into the game. Sarah Brecklin, number 5, just came into the game making a play there. Now up to Megan Carlson. Megan back to Aaron. Shoots a long ball up. Played by Ariel into the middle. Nice play in the middle there. Julia trying to field that, win that ball. At least pressuring the defense to try and force it back. Now Taylor over there. Emma applying pressure as usual. Kicked up by Southwest. Back to Sarah on defense. She'll make the easy play back to the goalkeeper. Collins clears it out. Played up there by Grace Parker. Into Baldwin. Baldwin seems to be all over the field today. Really good player, nice skills. Here's a little pressure here for Southwest, but again, Collins stepping up and making another play look easy because she's playing really solid back there today. Got 6 minutes left. Both teams just playing a lot in the middle of the field. Here's some pressure again, number 1. Baldwin coming in, just shooting wide. Collins did a nice job coming out and pressuring that shot, forcing the defender to make a quick decision, a quick play, and not get too comfortable, also getting pressured by the defenders and forcing the goal kick. Passing it over to Redikoff. She'll go to a long ball up the sidelines, looking for Ariel, played by the defense, number 7. Here's Rosser, winning possession. Over to Taylor. Up to Barger. Barger looking for Cronkite. She's got Ariel down the wing. Oh, a beautiful through ball to Cronkite, and she was just off sides. That couldn't have been more than a half a step. Wow, what a pass. That was perfectly threaded through. Ella Wise will take the kick once again. She's had a couple of really big boots. but she plays this one short. Into Parker. Parker across to the midfielder, back to the defense. Smythe. There's a foul on Thiebert, Stella. Easy call, push from behind. Refs are going to make that one call every time. Be a free kick for Eagan right around what would be the 45-yard line if this were on a, if we could actually see the yard lines on the football field. Sydney's just going to play it short over to Sarah. Back to Coleman. She's got Emma on the wing if she wants. Nice little move by Coleman to beat the defender. Then she lobs it in with the left. We've got Barger. We've got Cronkite trying to win the ball, trying to get a shot. Cronkite, oh, the shot blocked by Southwest, but that is going to result in the first corner kick for either team today. Eagan has regularly had more corner kicks than their opponents this season, and Farmington had maybe 7 or 8 to 1 at least. And this is their first of the game with just under 4 to play. Cronkite with the boot as always. Fielded nicely back deep by Coleman, but can't keep it into the zone. It's kicked out by Southwest. Jagger in pursuit. She'll take the throw. She'll choose to play it back to Sarah. Sarah gives herself some time. Over to Coleman. Coleman up to Katie Connolly. Back to Sarah, and she goes long. She's got Emily there. Nice head by the defense. Megan Carlson plays it, looking for that through ball. She's got Ariel Lindgren. It's a race to the goal with the goalkeeper. And nice play by the goalie for Southwest. Number 0, Georgia Goff or Rowan Wiley, both zeros. Or no, Rowan Wiley, that's the one. My bad. She's going to look to deliver a long one, it appears. Played nicely by Taylor. Emma steps up as always. Connolly and Coleman teaming up against Southwest, trying to win this ball. It's bouncing in the air. Want to get it settled. Sarah plays it in the open field, and we got another foul on Eagan. This will be a free kick. Eagan has to hurry and set up the wall here. Make it a little bit harder to get this kick off. Looks to be about, a good 30, 34, 35 yards out. But we know that Ella has the boot. She's done a lot of free kicks today already, and she's hammered them all. And the field goal is good. Ella Wise. Closed caption to any Vikings scouts listening in our audience. You might want to check her out. We could use the kicking and punting help. Quick back in by Eagan. Katie Connolly heads the ball. Megan Carlson over there with Ariel Lindgren. Trying to gain possession, knocked out by Southwest. It'll be our throw. Redekop in. Gets it over the head of the defender. Played nicely by Cronkite. She's got one girl, or Barger, excuse me. She got one girl to beat. Lindgren trying to win the ball, but instead won by Southwest Westgate. Played in the open field. Long ball, Sarah nicely defended. Up to Connolly. Connolly plays the long ball up to Barger. Fielded nicely, nice control, and she plays it over the head. She's got Arrow, and this one is on sides. Down into the corner. Arrow, quick cross, doesn't even waste any time. Nice into Barger, and can't quite control the bouncing ball, so it's played out by the Southwest defense, and we got a push from behind on Connolly. You'll see there she lunged into the back of the defender. Again, that's an easy call for the ref. Whenever you get them from behind, they're going to make that call more often than not, at least the refs that are on their game. Played over onto the right side in front of the coaches' benches. Jagger up, but Southwest takes the ball. Passing it back is Parker. Swinging it around, nice pass, threading the needle there over to Bolton. Bolton playing a long ball. She's got Vanda Walker racing against Coleman. Coleman wins. As usual, her good position shields the ball. Now she makes just the easy play and kicks it out of bounds so they can regroup defensively. Down to the last 2 seconds. Carlson will control this, and that should end the half. Tied at 0. a good half played by both teams. It started off with a lot of slower play and a little more possession, I would say, won by the Southwest Lakers. But Eagan started to adjust, started to pressure the ball more, started to pressure the lanes and fill those lanes nicely, and we did a much better job of picking up the pace and starting to make the game a little bit faster, which is the pace that Eagan wants to play. So now we are at halftime, and it is senior night, so we will prepare for the seniors to be recognized. They are a great group of girls, and we'll be back.
Next, number 1, Erica Collins. Erica's parents are Tom and Karen Collins. Her plans after graduation are to go to college and pursue a career in speech pathology. Number 1, Erica Collins. Number 8, Julia Barger. Julia's parents are Mark and Jackie Barger, and her plans after graduation are to go to college. She is undecided on where that will be. Number 8, Julia Barger. Number 11, Erin Redekop. Erin's parents are Darren Redekop and Nicole Hall. Her plans after graduation, she wants to go to nursing school somewhere in the Midwest, and she wants to be a nurse anesthetist. I believe that's how that is said. Erin Redekop is number 11. Number 12, Taylor Greben. Her parents are Steve and Dixie Greben. Her plans after graduation, she wants to attend a 4-year university and study business. Number 12, Taylor Greben. Number 14, Sydney Coleman and her parents, Tony and Rana Coleman. Her plans after graduation are to attend college somewhere in Minnesota. She's undecided at this point. Number 14, Sydney Coleman. Number 16, Ashley Erickson. Her parents are Tom and Karen Erickson. Her plans after graduation are to go to college somewhere in the Midwest, and she is undecided. Number 16, Ashley Erickson. Those are our 7 senior Wildcat players. Now let's meet our 3 senior student managers and their parents, starting with Melanie Foster. Her parents are Dave and Pam Foster. Her plans after graduation are to attend the University of Minnesota in the Twin Cities. Student manager Melanie Foster. Student manager Kate Knutson. Her parents are Scott and Mary Knutson. Her plans after graduation are to major in actuarial science. Student manager Kate Knutson. Our final senior is Ann Shalanka, student manager for the Wildcats. Her parents, Paul and Sue Shalanka. Her plans after graduation, she is going to apply to Bethel University, and she wants to study occupational therapy. Student manager, Ann Shalanka. You've met our 10 seniors, and as our seniors and their families continue the journey toward graduation next June, let's thank them all with a round of applause for the contributions they have made to Eagan High School and to the Eagan Wildcats girls soccer program. Seniors, we wish you all the best of luck in everything you do in the future. Congratulations to the Eagan Wildcats girls soccer class of 2020. You have so much to be proud of. Fans, thank you all for helping us celebrate this very special day.
And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium here in overcast Eagan, Minnesota, where your Eagan Wildcats are tied with the Minneapolis Southwest Lakers 0-0 at the half. It was a good half with a lot of action on both sides, although it looked like as the half went on, Eagan started to apply more pressure and started to pick up the pace. They did have what I would call the better good scoring opportunities where either the shot was just missed or the other goalkeeper was forced to make a nice play, or the defense, the last defender, had to make a good play to prevent Eagan from a goal-scoring opportunity, whereas the Eagan defense held strong. The best shot given up on a free kick. There have been a lot of those free kicks for Minneapolis Southwest, as they've had at least 10 or 11 in that first half alone. A lot of fouls called, maybe at least 2-1 in Southwest favor. So something that Eagan needs to work on better in the second half here is playing a little less physical and a little cleaner, so they don't get quite as many calls, because eventually you get one of those calls within scoring range, and that's going to go against you. Eagan is taking the field. We've got Julia Barger and Emily Cronkite up front, along with senior Ashley Erickson, her first appearance of the game. Great to see Ashley out there. In the middle, Taylor Greben, another senior. Also have Katie Connolly and Ashley Rosser, both juniors. And then on the back line, we've got Emma Jager, as always, on the left side. Karina Hansen, junior, and senior Sydney Coleman in the middle. And then over on the right side, Erin Redekop, who's been playing pretty much the whole game over on right defense. And then subbing in at goalie is Carly Vries. And the second half is off, and right away Eagan steals the ball, tries to apply some quick pressure. Rosser just missing that play up to Thiebert from Southwest. They advance the ball past the midline, over to the right side. Defender steps up and makes that pass down the line. That looks like it's going to stay in, so Karina makes the easy play. Karina Hansen knocking the ball out, throw in for the Lakers. Quick restart there into number 3, Grace Parker. Back to Corpson, back to Parker, and all the way back to Ella Wise on defense. Quick pressure there by Cronkite trying to steal, but Wise gets rid of it wisely. Over to the left side. So the second half starting off like the first half, where Southwest is really trying to make the game a possession game. But here's a turnover, and Cronkite has it. This is a potential breakaway. She goes by the defender. It's a race to the ball between her and the goalkeeper. And another sliding play by the goalkeeper, but she can't maintain possession, so now Emily has it. She crosses it. There's no goalkeeper there. Off the post! Oh, I can't believe that just missed. Eagan still has control. Now it's wisely kicked out of bounds by Southwest. What an individual effort by Emily Cronkite, staying with it. The quick restart, as always, by Emma Jager. She brings it to the left, and now it's cleared deep by Grace Corpson. Karina Hansen trying to maintain possession. Sydney Coleman blasts it back up into the attacking third. That goes through everybody. This one, the goalie should have no problem winning that. That is Rowan Wiley, the senior goaltender from Southwest. She's being challenged early here in the first 2 minutes of the first half or second half. Like to see that from the Wildcats as they narrowly miss a goal-scoring opportunity. Can't believe that one hit the crossbar. What a play by Cronkite. Back to live action. In the middle third, Ashley plays it back to Rosser. Ashley to Ashley. And that ball goes out of bounds. Will be the Lakers' throw. Throw in, trying to gain possession. Ashley steals it. We've got pressure by Rosser over in the right wing. Emma Jager stepping up. Nice defensive play, keeping the ball out of the Eagan end temporarily. Throw by the Lakers into number 1, Baldwin. Baldwin plays a deep ball down the line. That goes out. It'll be a quick Emma throw. Emma loves those quick restarts, often looking to take advantage of the other team napping. But this one she chooses to take her time into Rosser in the middle. She'll play it back to the defense. Redekop feeling the pressure, passing it up to Erickson. That ball goes out. It'll be a Lakers throw-in. Lakers throwing it in, maintaining the ball. Corpson in the middle. Or, sorry, across to Corpson, but cannot maintain possession, out of play. Emma Jager with yet another throw-in, maybe like her 10th of the game. A lot of throw-ins for Emma. She's really good at it. Julia Barger plays it up to Cronkite, battling the defender for the ball. Corpson up to Sophia Oseth. Into Baldwin, who passes it across to the open player on the wing. That's Vandewalker. Playing the possession game is Southwest. I think that's where they feel most comfortable, because when they play it long, it seems like Eagan has been able to steal the ball just like Emma Jagger did there. She raced up to win that and play it up to Barger, and then we get the throw-in. Barger into Cronkite. She lays it back, but well defended by Baldwin. Baldwin up on the wing to Corpson. Smith over to Baldwin. Emma plays it out of bounds. Eagan can regroup defensively and set up as let their midfielders get back and take up some space. Throw in for Corpson here. Emma quickly wins the ball. Throw in for Eagan, gets it in. Julia's got some space. She turns, fires deep. Emily Cronkite just a step off sides, negating a potential goal-scoring opportunity for the Wildcats. A few more offsides today for the Eagan Wildcats than usual, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. When you're not offsides in a game, it means you're not pressuring that last defender, and that is not typically a good thing. It means you're not really putting pressure on the defense, and you want to be aggressive in attack. So coaches usually like to see their team aggressive enough to get a couple offsides every game. It means that they're really moving the ball and they're really trying to get a breakaway, which is potentially here for Barger, but just a bit too far. Nice effort there by the midfielders on that potential through ball. Punt off by Wiley. Open teammate, plays it in the middle. Nobody there except Sydney Coleman. She takes control. Easy pass up to Rosser. Rosser with a deep ball to the corner, looking for Erickson, just a little too far. But it goes quite a ways down towards the corner for the throw-in, which is a good thing. It's like a deep punt into the coffin corner there for the Eagan Wildcats. Sherry probably can be heard. Coach Sherry Lenz of the Eagan Wildcats saying, don't let them out, don't let them out. She's always big on keeping the pressure on once you get the ball down here. Just played out of bounds there by Erickson. It'll be a goal kick for the Lakers.
Goal kick, Southwest.
The sun fighting to come out today. Felt like we're going to get a little bit of rain there. Now it's a little bit of sunny. You never know what it's going to happen. Megan Carlson with a header off the goal kick. Played back by Rector from the Lakers. Laura Newton just into the game, steals the ball, trying to bust through at least one or two defenders. Megan Carlson helps out, passes it back to Connolly, who wins a tough ball. Nice play by Connolly. Getting pressure from behind, maintains possession. No call by the ref as Eagan has advantage. Laura Newton still in the middle, wide open. All of a sudden, there's no defender. She plays it up to Cronkite. Nice touch pass out to Ashley Erickson. Erickson with a big cross, either looking to cross or looking to shoot. Not quite where she wanted it, but I love the quick move and the quick possession there. A couple of one-touch passes. All of a sudden, the game sped up, and the Lakers were not able to keep up with Eagan. Got away with that one. Erickson in a great position to put a shot on goal. The goal kick won by the Lakers. Back to Smith. Pass intercepted by Connolly. She's got the ball. She plays it through, and it goes through everyone. Easy pickup by Wiley. A lot of pressure down in the attacking third here for the Eagan Wildcats. They seem to have picked up the pace. They know they need to get a goal to win. They're coming off a 1-0 win at Farmington. There's a nice boom-boom play there. Megan Carlson to Laura Newton, tries to play it up to a forward. Well played by the defense. Over to Korsben. Eagan wins possession. Now Barger up to Cronkite. She's got on the left side. She shields the ball. Plays it back to Barger. Tries to one-touch with the left. Can't quite connect. Plays it in the middle. Laura Newton has it. Passes it back to Connolly. Connolly chips it up. Ashley Erickson in possession, but it's going to go out of bounds.
All out of bounds off the Wildcats. Goal kick, Lakers.
Some quick passing there by Eagan, setting up more pressure in the Lakers zone. If they keep this up, this will not be a scoreless game for long. We are down to 32 minutes left in regulation. Goal kick, Megan Carlson there to win it. Deflects it off to the side. Racing for the ball is Ariel Lindgren as she just came into the game. Won by Baldwin of the Lakers. Back to a defender. Into Smythe. Smythe up to Rector. Getting pressured by Carlson. Rector looks a nice long pass, but that's intercepted by Morgan Eckerly. Back to Laura Newton. Up to Emily Cronkite. Trying to win the ball, but that's a little too far, and Wiley picks it up with yet another punt for the Lakers. Ball almost to midfield, pressured by Connolly. Played by Parker from the Lakers. Trying to play it up and work it into the attack. But quickly there's Erin Redikoff. She's going to play it back to Karina Hansen. Karina clears the ball wisely out of the way, up to Morgan Eckerly. Trying to use her speed to get around the defender, and she does. And the ball went out of bounds. Almost a great play by Morgan Eckerly. Eckerly, a three-sport athlete for the Eagan Wildcats, also playing on varsity basketball and track. She has been to the state finals in track for 2 years running as a freshman and sophomore, so Eagan loves to let her use that speed. Back to live action, Redikoff playing the ball. Morgan pressuring, knocked out by the Lakers. Another throw-in for Eagan. Aaron throwing it in, looking for Cronkite. We've got a call by the AR, a push in the back by Cronkite, unfortunately negating what would have been a corner kick.
Whistle foul on the Wildcats. Free kick for Southwest.
Another free kick for Ella Wise. She's put some big kicks into play. Look for another one here. This one could go at least to the middle of the field if she gets a hold of it like usual. Ball's in the air. Nice little flick by the Lakers, but Sydney Coleman's there to clean up the scraps, trying to get it up to her forwards. It's intercepted by the Lakers defense. Into Vandewalker. Pressured there by Ariel. Back to Bolton, who plays it up. Coleman stepping in. Doesn't get the ball, but doesn't lose it either. And now it's a throw-in for Eagan and a quick restart. Potentially by Emma, but she pulls it back. Now gets it up to Lindgren, who unfortunately could not keep it in. Throw-in for the Lakers. Bolton into teammate Baldwin. Back to Bolton. Looks to the middle. That ball's going to be intercepted by Morgan Eckerly. Played up to Emily Cronkite. She's trying to split the defender. She could get loose. Oh, almost a great scoring opportunity there by Emily Cronkite. She was being pressured by the defender. And my call to score a goal today. We'll see if she can make me look like Nostradamus here as she tries to beat the defender. But she plays that ball out of bounds. Another throw-in for Eagan deep in Laker territory. Erin Redikoff, the defender, stepping up to take that throw. Passes it to Morgan, who gets a little too much of it up and over the head by Erin Redikoff. It'll be a throw-in Lakers. Throws it into lay-in. Redikoff intercepts the pass, keeps it into the zone. Lara Newton tries to step up, but gets sidestepped by Baldwin. Baldwin up to a Laker teammate, but there's Sydney Coleman to play her usual good defense. Over to Megan Carlson. Pressured by the defense, knocked away. Back to Connolly. Emma Jager has a little bit of time here. Collects herself. Makes a nice pass up to Lindgren. Nice one-touch pass to Megan Carlson into the open. Up to Julia Barger. She's looking for Morgan, but pulls it back. She's got her beat on the left side. Could you get a shot off? No, but the ball is still loose. And we've got a foul on Julia Barger. Oh, tough call there as Julia was being shielded off by the defender. I don't know if she got, look at the replay here. She's got the step, getting pushed off by the defender. She may have given the defender just a little shove in the back there with the right arm, knocking her over the goalkeeper, thus the call. Good call by the ref. Meanwhile, live action, we've got Ariel pressuring the defense, knocking the ball out of bounds. Land with the throw. Gets it up to Rector. Rector up to Baldwin, but the ball stolen by Carlson. She's there with teammate Lindgren. Lindgren wins the ball from another defender who wins it back. And now a couple of quick passes, and the Lakers are on the move. Back to Baldwin. Does a long ball. It gets by all the defenders. This is a breakaway for the Lakers. Reddekoff trying to defend. Oh, and a shot and a goal. The only scoring chance for the Southwest Lakers, and they are able to capitalize. A great through ball past all the defenders, and it goes into the net. Just a perfectly placed pass, and Emma Lahan with a great finish as Carly Vries tried to come out and pressure but could not get there in time. And it is 1-0 with 26 minutes to go. The Lakers have taken the lead. That was their only shot this half. Big ball by Sydney Coleman trying to get it up there, trying to get some pressure on. Ariel Lindgren passes up to Morgan. She's got the speed. Can she get there? Another sliding save by Wiley. We've seen that multiple times today. Just a step in front of the Wildcat forward. Great ball by Ariel there through. Morgan racing to get there. Textbook slide by Wiley to win possession. Back to live action. Ball stolen by Barger. She's trying to cut around that defender on the left side yet again. This looks like a replay of what we saw just a minute ago. This time the defender knocks it out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Emma Jagger rushing up from left defense to take the throw.
In the 54th minute, the time of the goal, 53 minutes, 59 seconds.
Emma plays it back in, gets Barger, who beats the defender. She's taken by another one. Still maintain possession, get a nice cross. Nobody's home. Laura Newton and Morgan Eckerly both pressuring. Marin passes back to Connolly. Connolly chips it up, and it's going to go out of play. Nice drop pass there by Laura Newton. Katie Connolly in a great position to take a shot. Just couldn't quite get the right foot on that. Hopefully she can shake that off, because I think those opportunities will continue to come if she gets into that position again. She's got a nice shot on goal. Megan Carlson winning the goal kick, deflecting it over to the defender who plays it up. There's Connolly to try and win the ball. Carlson pressuring Rector, who passes it back to Baldwin. Baldwin back to the defense. Barger there pressuring, pushing it back to Emma Wise. Connolly steps in front of that pass, played by Carlson. She plays it deep. This will be an easy one for Wiley. No need to slide and save that one. All right, yet another punt. 24 minutes to go. Played off the short hop there by Parker. Parker with possession. Plays it a little 1-2 there to the but the defensive, the Wildcats pick it off. Ariel Lindgren makes a play into the front, but no one's making the run. So Emma Wise has plenty of time. Connolly into Laura Newton, back to Megan Carlson. She plays it to the corner. Nice run by Emma Jagger, and a great ball to open space by Carlson. Emma with one defender beat. She tries to go around to the left. Shielded nicely. The ball is still in, but she's able to play it off of Emma for a goal kick. The Eagan faithful wanted the corner there, but it looked like that ball was kicked off of Emma Jagger and out of bounds.
Substitutions, both teams.
Got some substitutions coming in. Megan Carlson with a nice shift there for Eagan. She leaves the game, replaced by Ashley Rosser, number 13.
And Rin Vandewalker, number 11, back in.
Goal kick for Wiley.
Rector, number 15. Grace Parker, number 3.
Played by Baldwin. Over to Lahan, the goal scorer. Lahan with a cut. Sydney Coleman wins possession up to Morgan Eckerly, who's wide open on the right wing. She controls the ball, trying to beat the defender, but can't. Nice play by the defense. She passes it up to Smythe. Smythe intercepted by Coleman again. She's got Rosser in the middle. Rosser picked off by Baldwin, and Baldwin's bringing it up for the Lakers. Plays the ball deep over the head of all the defenders. That's going to be one that Vries can easily pick up if it even gets to the box, which it does. Big punt by Vries. That goes to the middle of the field, bounces up. Eckerly trying to play it on a hop, can't, but it goes overhead. Smith battling Eckerly. Eckerly winning it, looking to play it up to Barger, but it goes out of play and another goal kick. The ball has been in the Laker half of the field for nearly the entire half. We've played 18 minutes, and I'll bet 2 minutes have been played in the Eagan end, and they got a goal. So the girls cannot get down on themselves. They need to keep the pressure on. The goals will come if they do this. And we got a push in the back on Rosser. Another foul on Eagan. This will be a free kick for the Lakers, about 20 yards shy of midfield. Well, took an extra 5 yards there. Barger pointing it out to the ref. Doesn't win the appeal much. Eagan defense holding the line about 35 yards out. Sydney drops back on the kick and is able to win that easily. It gets over to Baldwin. Baldwin passes out, trying to be won by Cronkite. She shields nicely off the ball, wins the throw-in. Great play by Cronkite, using her body to shield the ball. Quick throw by Emma Jagger into Barger. Barger plays it up, looking for Lauren Rockford into the game for the first time today. Lauren spins the defender, wins over to Laura Newton. Laura looking to get a shot off, but can't. Well defended by Smith. And Wise kicks it out of bounds. Smart play there to get the ball in. Quick throw into Lara. She passes it back to Redekop. Redekop back to Lara. Lara looking to shoot or pass. She crosses it. Defense knocks the ball. It goes in on goal and almost goes into the play. Well, that was almost an own goal by the Lakers. But now we got a foul called on Eagan. They'll get a free kick from about the goal line. Nice service ball in by Lara Newton there. Headed by the defense, almost on their own goal. Here Barger picks up the goal kick with a quick shot. And that one goes up for the would-be field goal. Eagan putting the pressure on, winning these kicks consistently to put it back on goal. They just need to get a good shot off. We're down to less than 20 minutes to play. Plenty of time to get the equalizer, but they need it soon. Here's a goal kick. Goes to land on the left side. Lara Newton defending. Plays it off of the Lakers. Eagan throw. Quickly in by Redekop. And the whistle is blown. They want a substitution. Sarah Brecklin, number 5, one of the 3 sophomores on the Eagan team, fills in for Karina Hansen. Redekop in. Flicked by the Laker defense. Lauren plays it with her head, but that ball's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick.
Goal kick Southwest.
I think that's about the 105th goal kick this half, to go with about 84 punts for the Lakers. Those are not official statistics, folks, but we'll check on that later. Big boot into open space. Won by the Lakers. Nice touch pass to the defense. That's Bolton. Plays it up over the head of Jagger, but Brecklin's there to field it. Passes it up to Rosser. Turns into the defender, who plays it up to her. Nice flick pass there to Smith. Smith trying to get in front of Brecklin, keeping her distance. Brecklin pressuring. Nice defense. Sarah Brecklin not letting her get a good shot on goal. Easy pickup by Vries. Well defended by Brecklin. Big punt way past midfield. Barger plays it with a foot. Over to Smythe. Back to the Lakers defense. This is going to be Wiley picking it up yet again. Rockford losing her feet there a little bit. Falls in the defender. No call. No harm, no foul. Eagan wins the punt with the head. That's Katie Connolly. But it goes straight to Baldwin. She plays it up to a teammate. Over to Vandewalker. Looking back. Back to Baldwin. Over to Vandewalker, looking to go over the defense and through, but that's going to go to Vries. She'll pick it up and put the ball back in play. Another good punt by Vries. Rockford with a nice flick into the middle field, goes straight to teammate Barger. She's got Cronkite going down the left side. She delivers that ball into the corner. Is it too far? Is she going to be able to make it? Oh, good effort there by Emily Cronkite. Can't quite get there in time, but the ball does go fairly deep. So now we have a, oh, looks like they called an offsides. Interesting.
Offside Wildcats.
Emily didn't play the ball, but they called the offsides anyway, so it'll be another free kick. Emma Wise. Connolly wins the ball in the air with her head yet again. She's fouled from behind, no call. Then she follows the other girl, and that is called. Could have called the first one, didn't. Called the second one. The retaliatory call, as always. Doesn't matter what sport you're playing, it's just the same. Another kick by Y. She delivers it up, trying to go past the defense. Clears over everybody, but Redikoff's going to win that one and kick it up near Lauren Rockford. And out of play, it'll be a Lakers throw-in. Out of the game, Lara Newton. Few substitutions there. Now we've got the ball restarted by the Lakers. Throw into Vanda Walker. Back to Bolton. Taylor Greben in for the Wildcats. This is Sydney Coleman winning the ball. Bringing pressure from behind, but still making a run. Nice pass up to Emily Cronkite into open space. She's got one defender to beat. She chooses to cut back into the middle. Still playing. Frees herself. Over to Morgan Eckerly. Oh, nice play by the defense. Ruby Bolton. The crowd wants a handball. No dice on that as play resumes. Pass up to Osteth. Osteth delivers a nice through ball over to the Laker teammate. We got players down. Sarah Brecklin cleaning up the mess and knocking out of bounds so the Eagan Wildcats can regroup defensively.
Substitutions, one for each team. For the Wildcats,
more subs into the game. Morgan Eckerly, junior forward for the Wildcats, out Julia Barger, senior forward. 14:40 to go, second half, still 1-0. Crossed in by the Lakers, oh, just past Baldwin. Emma Jagger winning the ball, getting pressure from behind. She chooses to play it quickly up the field. It'll be a throw-in for the Lakers. This one will be by Korsman. Into Parker. Parker gets double teamed by Cronkite, won by Taylor Greben. Cronkite, quick little cross, looking for Rockford. Can't connect. Taylor Greben pressures, 12 versus 12, and now it's Rockford pressuring the D. And a nice pressure as he forces the turnover by the Lakers. Greben wins the ball, plays it over to Rockford on the wing, but a little too far that it's going to go out of play. Lakers with the throw. Into Baldwin. She drops it back to the throw-in. Does the long kick. Brecklin right there to service it back into forward. It's tipped back by a Lakers defender, but then won. Nice step up by Redikoff trying to keep pressure on. Busting into the open is Baldwin. Here she's got one girl to beat at Sydney Coleman. She does. Sydney Coleman knocks her down. No call. Ref chooses to play the advantage. Brecklin tries to clear, but knocked off a defender. Here's Ashley Rosser. She will clear. And into the forward. We got a 3-on-2 potentially here if they can hurry. Rockford playing up against freshman defenseman Tori Westgate for the Lakers with a nice play out of bounds to prevent a potential 2-on-1. Karina Hansen comes back into the game, as does Julia Barger. Karina with the throw. Into Morgan, she brings it in the middle, shields the ball. Back to Karina. Karina with a nice cross, and that will bounce harmlessly to Wiley, the goaltender. 12:45 remains this half. Egan's had trouble scoring goals in the last couple weeks. Today appears to be no different as Karina wins the punt. The ball's knocked out of bounds by the Lakers. Karina with the throw-in. Big throw by Hansen over the head of everyone. Morgan playing the ball, trying to beat the defender. It's knocked out of bounds off of Eckerly. It'll be another goal kick. Those last defenders for the Lakers staying strong, not getting beat one-on-one to give up what would be great scoring chances for the Wildcats. Wise with the goal kick. Played up to Leon. Karina Hansen has the ball. She tries to do a quick turn and up to her forward. It goes out of play, but she was being defended by 2 girls, so nice decision there by Hansen. Taylor Grebben trying to win the ball, gets over to Katie Lonnie. She gets a long ball past the defense. Morgan Eckerly in there, and there's Wiley again coming out aggressively to win that. Both Eckerly and Cronkite trying to play that nice pass up by Katie Connolly and can't quite get there in time. Here's the punt to Parker. Intercepted by Barger. Taylor Grebben wins it. Back to Barger. Looks for Eckerly, can't connect. Grebben wins the ball, now gets to Eckerly. She passes it to Barger. Barger sidesteps the defender, but the defender, Westgate, there to recover nicely, passes it over to teammate, but off of lay-in and out of bounds. It'll be a Wildcat throw-in. Hansen gets it in quickly. She's got Barger, who just taps it out of bounds, and we'll have another Karina Hansen throw-in. Hansen throws it a little too hard out of play. Was trying to connect with Morgan Eckerly and can't. We'll have another goal kick for the Lakers.
Substitutions for the Lakers.
Lakers are subbing again. We're down to 10.5 to play. Wise with the kick. Plays it up just over the head of Cronkite. She's fighting for the ball, as is Rosser. Rosser wins it back to Connolly. Lakers looking for a call, did not get it. Connolly over to Barger, but a little too far. That's going to make it out of play. I like the switch of the fields there. Great idea by the Wildcats, just a little too strong. As the Lakers kick the ball out of bounds, Karina Hansen with another throw-in. She can really throw it far, and she does that, just that here. Morgan Eckerly trying to beat that defender. Knocked out of bounds by Smythe. Hansen with the restart. Sydney Coleman stepping in at the last minute. Nice throw-in, but the recovery defense by Rector saves the play. I really liked how Coleman came in last second there, and she was wide open. It was a great throw by Hansen. Now across by the Eagan Wildcats, going into Rosser, trying to win the ball, trying to get a shot. Taylor Grebben has it. She's going to drop back to Connolly. There it is again. A shot on goal. Just knocked over by Wiley. Once again, Katie Connolly in a great position for that long shot, a perfect drop pass, and she just knocked out of play. This will be another corner kick for Eagan, their first of the second half, second of the game. This one's going to be taken by Cronkite as usual. She plays it in, headed out of play by Baldwin. Nice clear by Baldwin. Hansen with a quick restart. Into Cronkite. Knocks a player down with the shot. Played into open space by the Lakers. Race for the ball between the Lakers and Karina Hansen. Won by the Lakers. Over to Patel. Patel up to Thiebert. Thiebert trying to beat about 4 different girls. Passes it back to Parker, who plays it back to Korsben, who goes over the top of Brecklin. But that's going to go harmlessly to Vries, who comes out, makes the play, and a quick punt back up the field. We're down to 8 minutes and 10 seconds left. Headed by Cronkite, trying to win the ball, trying to advance it. She does over the top. That's going to get past Morgan Eckerly. It's headed by Wise. Morgan Eckerly might get to this one. She does. Morgan in the clear. Oh, and Wiley reaches back and it barely holds onto the ball, saving what would have been a tap-in goal for Morgan Eckerly, as you saw her use her speed to get past the defense. And she got to that ball first and almost had it, as Wiley was stretched out about as far as she could possibly be. Back to live action. Morgan Eckerly has the ball, trying to possess, looking for a teammate. Pass blocked by Smythe. Up to Smith. Karina Hansen, defense, stepping up, cutting it off, playing it up to Barger. A little too far, defense has it. Over to Smythe. Smythe turns, passes to Rector. Rector with a nice short ball to teammate Leon, who gets tackled there by Sydney Coleman. Passes it up, looking for Morgan once again in the clear. She's got Wise to beat. She can't, but the ball's still in play. Wise falls down. Morgan's got time. She needs teammates. Puts the ball in. It's knocked out of play. Not quite. There, it's knocked out of play by Wise. It'll be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Once again, Emily Cronkite looks to take the play. Taking the kick. We've got Emma Jager short just in case they want to do that short play. Right now it's not being defended. Rosser goes out. Ariel Lindgren comes in. Sydney Coleman stepping way into the box from her center defensive position. Cronkite plays it in the middle of the box. It goes through everyone and off. Not sure if that was off an Eagan player or a Laker. Looks like it was off an Eagan Wildcat with a head. Couldn't quite get it on goal. Be a deep throw by the Lakers. Passes it into Rector. Stolen by Coleman. And a handball on Coleman. Much to the chagrin of the Eagan faithful. 6 minutes to play. 1-0 Southwest. If Eagan should tie this up, there will be 2 5-minute overtime periods. It is not golden goal. They will play the full 10 minutes if it goes to overtime, if Eagan can tie it. Eagan does play it out of bounds. Throw in for the Lakers. 5:30 left to play. In the last 5 minutes, if the team has a lead and they sub, the clock is stopped. Emily Cronkite back over to Karina Hansen. Loses possession out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Lakers. Korsman with the throw. She goes back to the defense. Nice little nifty move behind the back there. Passes it up. Baldwin does. Sarah Brecklin going back, but doesn't need to because Vries is there to punch that one all the way back to midfield. Headed by Baldwin.
Now 5 minutes remaining.
Over to Parker. Pressured by Hansen and out of play. Smith with the throw-in for the Lakers. Gets it into Parker, pressured immediately by Greben. Here's a potential breakaway for the Lakers, but Brecklin recovers nicely. Emma Jager there, pass it up to Cronkite. Cronkite flicks it with the foot, looking for Barger on the right side, but it goes a little too far. Ball thrown into Rector from the Lakers, but stolen by Sydney Coleman. Up to Barger, back to Connolly. She puts it up. Morgan Eckley trying to win it. There's one defender to beat. It's the freshman, number 22, Westgate. Passes it over to her teammate, and Morgan knocks it out of play. Just barely a throw-in. This is where Coach Lenz of the Eagan Wildcats would love to see Eagan keep the pressure on and not let them out of their defensive zone and getting a good shot on goal. Clearing attempt missed by Hansen. Nice little handoff, but it goes out of play. It will be Wildcats ball. Hansen with a nice quick restart and a big throw. Eckerly battling defender for the ball. He tries to keep it in but can't. Shielded wisely.
Goal kick, Lakers.
Lakers with the goal kick. Number 5, Ella Wise. 3:20 left to play when she lets this one go. Big boom over the head of both the Laker and the Wildcat player, but played safely by Brecklin. Knocked up to Emma Jager, who plays it up. Stolen by Sydney Coleman. Taylor Greben passes it up, looking again. And there's a nice flick by the Eagan forward and knocked out of bounds by Westgate. This will be a corner kick, the third of the half for the Eagan Wildcats, fourth of the game. Cronkite once again. Cronkite takes a lot of these corners. She's got such a big leg. In fact, she usually has to prevent herself from kicking it too far. Played in perfectly. Look at that ball. It's across to Brecklin. Oh, she takes the shot but can't quite connect. Played back by Eckerly. One over by Brecklin. Fighting against two girls, now 3. And almost wins possession. Oh, and does. Wow, nice effort there by Vandewalker to keep the ball in play, but can't. Emma Jager with a quick restart, throws it over the head into Ariel Lindgren. Jager stepping up, trying to win. Up to Vandewalker. She plays it over into free space. Emily Rector in with the ball, but quickly double teamed. Karina Hansen stepping up. 2 minutes to go. Taylor Greben wins the ball. We got an Eagan player down. We're going to play it out of bounds so we can get a sub.
Second half, 2 minutes.
Ref a little slow on stopping the clock there. Looking here, it looked like Barger went down hard as she was going for that ball, landed maybe on her tailbone. Didn't look like she hit her head. I think she's going to be okay. The clock was stopped a little bit late, but they're going to put time back on. Sounds like they're going to go back to 2:03. We will have the drop ball restart. Hansen kicks it back to the Laker defense, but they need to restart the restart. They've restarted. Played up by the Lakers, but that ball is going to blow out of bounds. Emma Jager is going to have a quick restart. Now the ref stops play. He wanted time put back on the clock, but he didn't wait for the time to be put back on the clock. Let the play go. So now there's 1:44. It'll be an Eagan throw. Emma showing off her juggling skills on the sidelines. Eagan needs to be aggressive and get the game-tying goal quickly as we're finally ready to play soccer. Big throw, nice flick there by Lindgren, up to Morgan Eckerly. She's got number 4 to beat. Getting pushed off the ball, she maintains possession. She's drawn 3 defenders, passes it back but can't quite connect, and it's kicked back to Emma, who keeps it in nicely. Nice up to Ariel Lindgren. She's going to cross the ball in. Cleared off by Emma Wise. Katie Connolly steps in front of that clear. Nicely done. Played by the Lakers backwards and cross. This will be a throw-in for Ariel Lindgren into Morgan Eckerly. That ball is knocked out of bounds. A corner kick for Eagan. It looked like that might have gone off the Wildcats, but fortunately not. This will be a re-kick. Emily Cronkite into the box, into the keeper, knocks it up and over everyone, but I think, yep, that one went out of play. That one's going to be another corner on the other side. We got less than a minute to play. Eagan has a corner. The clock is running. Karina Hansen's going to come in to take this one as now we're pushing everyone up. The goaltender, Carly Vries, is at midfield. Hansen with a big boot. It goes way over. Up and headed by Morgan Eckerly. It's in the middle. No one can get a shot. Played back. Hansen recovers from her corner spot. Gets a great left-footed kick and too far. What a boot by Karina Hansen. Was running the wrong way and just turned and flicked it with her left foot. Amazing. A lot of pressures. That ball was just sitting in the box, and they could not get a shot on goal. Look at this kick by Karina. Wow. I can't tell you how hard that is to have your momentum going one way and to try to kick the ball back the other way. It's not even her strong foot, her right foot, but clearly she has 2 strong feet. Emma Wise with the restart. Big kick in the midfield. Hansen played the ball with the head over to Coleman. Gonna flick it in. We got a handball. 19 seconds. There's a handball, but the clock does not stop. They got to get it in there. They got to get it up. Only 14 seconds left. Nice restart by Coleman. And they're going to make her do it again. The ball might have been moving, or she had to wait for the ref to give her the okay. 9.9 seconds left. Coleman with a big boot. A little short. It bounces over them. Flicks over to the defense, and they play it wisely out of bounds. That is going to be the ball game. A tough loss for the Eagan Wildcats yet again. Their 3rd loss of 1-0 in the last 2 weeks. And just like a couple games ago, they dominate possession, they dominate scoring chances, but they cannot put the ball in the net. Just a heartbreaking loss on senior night for the Eagan Wildcats. They really put the pressure on aggressively all really throughout the entire second half. It wasn't even at the end when the game was on the line. They came out in the second half fired up. They looked to put a goal in and take the lead, couldn't. The one good scoring chance by the Southwest Lakers, they're able to finish, and that holds up for the 1-0 win. Girls shaking hands with the referees after shaking hands with each other. This concludes the week, 3-game week of soccer for the Wildcats. They finish with 1 win, 1 tie, and 1 loss. For Tony Coleman, this is Skip Newton signing off from Wildcat Stadium in Eagan. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week.